Yo, what's going on YouTube? I'm JB Hoops, and today I'm predicting all of the NBA awards for this season. Now let's get right into it with the 6th Man of the Year. My 6th Man of the Year is Tyler Herro. Everyone has pretty much known this has been his award to lose since about 20 games into the season. So far he's averaged just under 21 points per game, along with 4.8 rebounds and 3.8 assists, shooting 44% from the field and 39% from 3 in about 33 minutes a game. He's putting these stats up off the bench for one of the best teams in the East in the Miami Heat, who have slid a little bit recently, but they're still in contention for the 1 seed in the East. Now, I don't really agree with Tyler Herro getting this award since he is basically a starter. He closes games and he plays 33 minutes a game, but he does come off the bench every game, so technically he does deserve the award. But in the future, I'd definitely like to see the award given to a true bench player, someone like Kevin Love or Cam Johnson, because it kind of feels like Tyler Herro is just coming off the bench just so he can get the award. The next award I'm predicting is the Most Improved Player, and I have that going to Ja Morant. Now this is another one that shouldn't surprise many people, as Ja has been the clear favourite for a few months now. On the season he's averaging 27.6 points per game, along with 5.7 rebounds and 6.7 assists, also averaging over a steal per game. He's shooting 49% from the field and 34% from 3. And he's just taken the next leap in his game and elevated the Grizzlies from a play-in team last year to a top 3 seed in the West. And yes, the Grizzlies are 15-2 without Ja, which would be one of the best winning percentages of all time. But the Grizzlies are still a much better team when he is playing and leading the charge, and he is pretty much undoubtedly the most improved player of this season. Now I thought I'd throw in a little bonus award, so I got the Coach of the Year, and that is Monty Williams. The Suns are the best record in the league by far, so there's no real other explanation for why he deserves the award. Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Ayton, they've all missed significant time this season, and through all those injuries, like a lot of teams have experienced, the Suns are still 60-14, and as of now look like the favourites to win the championship. Now on to the Rookie of the Year. This award race has definitely been heating up recently, with a whole bunch of rookies playing really well to end the season, including Jalen Green, who had a tough start. But my Rookie of the Year is still Evan Mobley. He's averaged over 15 points per game, along with 8.3 rebounds and 2.5 assists, while shooting 51% from the field and even hitting a few threes, but just at 25%. But where Evan Mobley has separated himself from a whole lot of other rookies is his defense, obviously. He's averaged 0.8 steals per game and 1.7 blocks. He's 6th in the league in both blocks and defensive win shares, and has probably been the most consistent rookie all season. Scotty Barnes and Cade Cunningham have both been great, but I think Evan Mobley's defensive impact just separates him into a whole nother tier. Although I will say, if Cade had played at the level he's playing now over the last 2 months for the whole season, he would probably be the clear favourite, because the numbers he's putting up over the last 2 months look like all-star numbers. The next award I'm going to predict is the Defensive Player of the Year, and for that I have Robert Williams. Now I'm not really sure about this award because I don't really believe that anyone this season truly deserves the award. I think the odds are Bam will win it, but he has missed a lot of time. Rudy Gobert hasn't been on the same level as previous years. Mikal Bridges probably has a case, but he just doesn't have the counting stats. So I went with Robert Williams, the defensive anchor on the best defense in the league. You could argue that Marcus Smart is deserving of some of the credit, and so are the rest of the Celtics defensive wings. But I believe the Time Lord is the key to their rim protection and defense overall. He also has the counting stats to go along with it, averaging almost a steal per game and 2.2 blocks in under 30 minutes a game. He's 3rd in defensive win shares on the season and is leading the league in defensive rating. Robert Williams' ability to switch out onto the perimeter, defend the pick and roll to an elite level, and contest and block shots around the rim, and on the perimeter and block a whole lot of shots is essential to their success on the defensive end. And since there's no real defensive candidate that's really set themselves apart from Draymond Green early on in the year, but he also missed a lot of time, in my opinion, I think they should give the Defensive Player of the Year to Robert Williams. Now onto the final award, which is obviously the MVP. The MVP race right now is the tightest it has been in years. I can't argue with anyone that has Jokic or Giannis winning it. But with voter fatigue, Embiid's dominance this year, an improvement as a playmaker, and career low in turnovers, whilst maintaining his offensive game, and still playing all NBA level defense when he's needed to. But also the narrative definitely comes into play, a max player in Ben Simmons sitting out half the season, and Tobias Harris turning into the worst max contract player in history. and Joel Embiid was still able to keep the Sixers, who have the worst bench in the league, in the playoffs, and now even up to contending for the first seed in the East, although it is very tight, so I think they're the 4th seed right now. Embiid's averaging 29.8 points per game on the season with 11.3 rebounds and 4.3 assists, whilst also on the defensive end putting up over a steal per game and 1.5 blocks, shooting 49% from the field and 36% from 3 in about 33 minutes a game. I think Joel Embiid deserves it. Jokic has been amazing, Giannis has been Giannis, but they both already have MVPs. Joel has been in the running for years, and I think this is the year that he's finally going to win one. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below, anything you disagree with. I know there will probably be a few people mad about the MVP, but this is probably just also my personal bias. But yeah, like, subscribe for more. JB Hoops.